Player versus player, player versus environment. These are the two types of gameplay in Destiny. Most of us know what the difference is. What's up everyone, my name is CouchSpuddy, and today I'm going to be breaking down my perspective on PvP. Now I'm no expert on PvP, in fact my only merit is I've been carried to Flawless a couple times. Some background, I don't PvP. I don't have the time to put into practice. There's a lot to learn when it comes to basic PvP and FPS. What's a lane? What are good callouts? How do I fire my gun? In general, my skills tend toward the PvE sides of things. I play almost exclusively endgame PvE content like raids, nightfalls, and dungeons. I just prefer memorizing AI patterns. The skill gap in PvP is much higher, and I currently don't have the commitment it takes to get good, as the kids say. Listen, you may be asking yourself, on what authority then do you have to talk about PvP? Well, I want to play it on occasion. I want to be able to try at least. I just don't have a reason to. I currently just don't feel like I have a chance. Most players I know feel that way. They go in, get stomped, get some blues, and then go, well, that was, fun? I want the opportunity to be able to at least try and feel like I'm improving. Right now, playing any PvP game mode feels boring and tedious. It feels like a chore. I could go into the whole of the game right now and how that a lot of it feels that way, but PvP in particular is like when your mom says that you need to get the whole house clean before she gets home, but she left those nasty dishes in the sink just for you. It's like your dad saying, time to clean out the garage, son, and you know it hasn't been done in over a year. It just doesn't feel good in any capacity to play. It's laborious, and I get basically nothing for it. I want my time to feel good. I want to feel like my investment in getting stomped is worth it. Even losing can feel good when I'm showered in proper loot. Knowing I can get something every so many rounds of PvP adds some flair to the game mode it needs. Let me see what I can do just for showing up. I don't want the adept weapons. I never wanted Not Forgotten when that was relevant. I just want to feel like I can get something that you can't get anywhere else. Then it feels good to lose sometimes. It takes that heat off when I get mercied for the 8th time. Hearing Shax call me a disappointment just like my parents when I got an F in 6th grade doesn't feel great. But giving me a sick rolled gun or a fancy new exotic, just like when they took me to get ice cream to stop me from crying, is a great way to lessen that pain. I want to feel like I can improve in the game mode. The only way to improve is to play and practice, right? Well, if there's no incentive to play the mode, then I won't get better. Compounded by the increased sweat population in trials makes it feel worse. When that skill gap feels so high that I can't even see the clouds anymore, makes me not want to even try. So then I bring my whole team down. It's just not a great place to be. Don't even get me started on comp. Now freelance comp has helped me, don't get me wrong, but I don't always want to have to worry about a rank. Sometimes I want to go in with my memes and feel like if I play okay, I won't do horribly, but like I said earlier, I have no good PvP skills to make that relevant anyways, so I just avoid it entirely. Even using the meta doesn't help me because I lack the basic groundwork to abuse those things anyways. I just want a playlist for completing bounties, which currently is the Control playlist or Rumble. I know I'll get rolled on occasion, but when every game feels like mercy or be mercied, there just feels like something isn't right. Even in the games where we mercy them, I don't feel like I contributed to the game anyways, and the mode that displays a lot of these issues on a basic level is Trials of Osiris. Trials of Osiris, the weekly activity starting at reset on Friday until reset on Tuesday, just feels bad. I hate to say that, but it does. Match 1 starts off sweaty and only gets sweatier as it goes on. It's like having back-to-back gym classes and you didn't get a chance to go get something to drink. Granted, the game mode is not intended for you to play and win easily. It's a game mode that is meant to showcase your ability to communicate and work with your teammates. I don't want it dumbed down in that sense. It brings a good sense of accomplishment when you do win, and the clutches are great if you get them. However, currently Trials doesn't even bring that to the table for me. I just feel like I start every match 3 rounds down and I'm fighting an uphill battle. I wouldn't even care about trudging that battle upwards if losing meant something other than, sorry pal, here's your ribbon type mentality of Trials. I'm no pro at PvP. I don't want easy flawless. I just want something. Give me anything. Random drops, a repeatable bounty for a free drop just for playing, tokens that matter, last season rewards. I just don't even get the hurrah you did it for playing. Let me feel like I mattered for being in the playlist. Because I'm not in the game mode, because I don't get anything for even trying, I don't get better. I don't get the chance to grow as a player in the mode because I just focus on all the horrible things about the game mode. Yeah, stasis sucks. Yeah, cheaters suck. Yeah, recubs suck. But the biggest middle finger to it all is casuals don't want to play because they don't get anything for losing and really not a whole lot for winning. So instead of going, yeah, I peaked there, or I was out of position, or I didn't call out their position, I go, he's cheating. He's just using stasis for an easy win. Oh, he must be on a recov. These guys are just sweat lords. Casuals just avoid the game mode then, because what's the point if I don't get anything? Which means the casuals will never get better, or at least try. I hear how bad it is, so why should I play the game mode? So then because the casuals aren't playing, you're getting a higher density of players that are cheating, players that are on recovs, or just overall super sweaty players. You'll never get that two teams of couch buds looking to try and just jam some games for loot. Instead, those players look at Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, MySpace, and see trails is bad, don't play. Well, then I won't play. Sheesh. So what does this all mean? Most PvE players avoid trials. Why would I play trials or PvP in general when I can get the same or more loot by avoiding those modes and saving myself some self-deprecation? Most casual players play PvE. So because these players have some of the more limited time, there just really is no incentive for these players to play a limited time game mode. This creates the environment Trials is currently in. Increase the PvE population in Trials and you will see less of the sweat, less of the cheating, and less of the recovs. This won't solve all the problems at hand, but it will definitely make PvP more enticing to play. I mean, if you're looking to stomp noobs on the regular, wouldn't you want more bot-like players playing your game mode? While it must be nice to go on 103 Rampage in Control, Destiny is still missing a key component to driving incentive to PvP. There needs to be an environment for higher level play available all the time. We need a playlist, whether it rotates or is static, for either non-stasis or non-ability gameplay. Honestly, I don't know which is better because I don't play enough PvP. Let me know in the comments what you would prefer, honestly, because I have no clue. I just know this is a huge thing that the high-end PvP community has just been craving. In addition, we do need new maps, or map overhaul, because as it stands from my point of view, the maps are fine for 3s on occasion, but never good for 6s. There are very few actually good maps in Destiny 2 in particular, and maps in Destiny 1 were not designed for the 105 FOV and higher speeds we play at now. Some changes need to be made, or new maps added favoring the new sandbox we have now. With new maps and a new playlist, it is time that a ranked mode gets added. I don't mean comp, I mean a true ranked mode. A mode dedicated to showcasing how good you are and how you are improving. Match me on an MMR based case and let me know where I sit based on true ranking. Saying I'm Fabled doesn't mean much when Fabled spans such a large gap of players. There could even be emblems, ornaments, other cosmetics that you only get when you reach and maintain that rank until the end of each season. Give the sweats a way to show off that they are more than the top 1%, but be able to say I'm the 99th best player or the 10th best player in ranked. I would even want to play because then I get a clear ladder as to how to improve. Unlike comp now where you just sorta need to play games to get ahead, ranked would allow me to more accurately determine my skill and my fireteam's skill overall. So what does this all mean? It means that right now, as a PvE player, I have almost no reason to play PvP unless I absolutely have to. It's a tired game mode that needs some life breathed into it. It needs some type of change to feel relevant again, and Trials was not the play. I may be no expert on the mode, but I do feel the impact that not wanting to play has had on me as a player. There is an entire loot pool I feel like I will never obtain. Not for lack of want, not for lack of reason to chase it, but rather the game mode just feels poorly done. The PvP problem is multifaceted and there's no one size fits all to fix the problem. The cheating is clear, the recov's an issue, stasis is maybe too strong, map design feels wrong, just a lot of issues, but I don't know enough to be able to speak on those subjects. Maybe you do. Maybe you can educate me in the comments. We could talk about it live on Twitch, or we can chat in the Discord where we can have a civil conversation. You can find those links in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please drop it a like. And if you want to see more of this type of conversation, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.